Hey, Doc. Oh, hello there, Thomas. Oh, there's something on your side tank there. What the? Ugh. I just got a new coat of paint, too. You really like that blue livery, eh? Why wouldn't I? I'm the #1 blue engine, aren't I? Your livery is just extreme. I honestly do not see why any engine would want to change their original liveries. I kept my Great Western colours, and I'll never change that. You used to have an LBSC livery, yes? Yes, until I joined this railway, that is. The LBSC livery suits you more. All of these engines these days want flashy and loud colours for their liveries. Look at that harlot over there. Just look at that paint job. Well, I mean, I like the blue. Oh, nonsense, Thomas. You look like cotton candy. It's a nice livery, Doc. It suits me. What's next, Thomas? Pretty flowers and abhorrent patterns? Ugh, what in the name of Sir Topham Hatt is that?
Hello everybody, it is HiroTheJapaneseTrain here, back at it again with another installment of Wooden Road and Rail Reviews. And today we have an engine from the Great Race from India. Her name is Ashima, and she is one of the main characters of the new Thomas & Friends special, The Great Race. So there's a lot to talk about, and not a whole lot of time to do it, so without further ado, let's get to the review.
Ashima is based on the Nilgiri Mountain Railway X-Class, which is an 082T engine built in the Swiss Locomotive and Machine Works sometime after 1914. She is based off the oil-burning version of the engine that works in southern India in a mountain railway. She's a small tank engine, but she's feisty, likable, and very colorful, and very happy to help indeed. In the new Thomas & Friends film, The Great Race, Ashima takes part in the shunting competition.
So first, I think it's important to address the elephant in the room here, that Ashima is a very colorful engine with patterns that we have never seen in Thomas & Friends, let alone the wooden railway. And Ashima is chock full of all sorts of like scaling patterns, and she's got some henna designs on her that, of course, we've never seen because we've never had an engine from India in the series before. And in this special we have two, so it's kind of interesting to see. Also take note at the attention to detail with those same designs. They just, I don't know, something about them really pops out to me with the pink livery and everything like that. It's nice. It's almost a less is more approach, which is something I wouldn't have thought, because I would have thought that with all the designs and stuff, she'd look really busy. But actually, I think it's quite the opposite. I think there's still some room for extra patterns and colors that maybe even were omitted from her actual TV series basis. Very much so, like I said in my Ryan review, which I made last year, which you can go ahead and check out here. The Ashima model, just like this Ryan model, I think, is too short. Clearly you can tell in the movie that Ashima she might not be taller than Thomas, but she's definitely longer, and the same went for Ryan, which is why I customized him into this, something a bit more realistic. I don't have any plans to do that for Ashima, but it's kind of a drag that this happened 2 years in a row, because I really think that she should have been something like this length, or if not just a bit shorter. But I don't know. Something about this Ashima model feels off, and that's definitely one of the contributing factors is the length. It's just, I don't know. It doesn't scream Ashima to me, having seen her in the actual special and seeing this. Some parts just don't really scream Ashima to me, like the length, for example, as I just noted. But also some certain things is. There is a sort of lack of detail, which is ironic because I just gave this engine high praise for the detail, but taking a look at Ashima and then taking a look at this engine, like Ashima had blue wheels with white rims and stuff, and here they're black, and there's just empty space. It's just voided. I felt like there could have been something extra. Something to make this a bit more like Ashima, the colorful engine. And they did a good job, don't get me wrong, I just think it's missing something. It needs something more to push it the extra mile and make it a great model. In my opinion, I think the face is superb, however, and it really matches the character. And it's, you know, it's a modest face. It's not flashy, it's not crazy, it reflects Ashima. She's just a nice, polite engine, you know. It's fitting, and I love that when a character's face in the merchandise fits their personality, because you know, a lot can be said about the face of an engine, as you know, as well in real life with people. But additionally, take a look at the smoke box, looking pretty good there. All in all, this Ashima model, I mean, there's nothing special about it per se. I think that they missed the mark on a few things here and there. But I mean, honestly, I was a lot more upset and disappointed by what they did with Ryan last year than I am with Ashima, because at least they changed the shape and at least they tried. I guess we could say that. And at least it's not like Take and Play Ashima, where I don't have any pictures or anything like that, but she is so tiny compared to the other Take and Play engines. It's absurd. So thankfully, the Wooden Railway is yet to have that sort of problem. And I guess we should count our blessings, because the Wooden Railway, so far, my only complaint is that, oh, the wheels aren't a proper color, and there's some detail lacking here and there, and stuff like that. But really, the quality is still same old for the Wooden Railway, if not improved over the past few years. They really went the extra mile. This reminds me of something that would have come out if Ashima was a character in the model series and they released something like this. I would have been a happy camper as a kid. So I'm not going to be too hard on it. It's missing some things here and there. The length is a bit off, but all in all, you know, it's a decent model, and I think kids will like it. Having said that, the stickler in me does kind of wish that we did see a few of those things like I mentioned earlier, but also like coloring on the lamp. Like on Charlie, his lamp would be gold or something like that, or Victor, but not here. It's just black. But here, I'll bring the Victor over here. I'll bring both of them actually. And even the Scrap Charlie. But as you can see here on past models, yeah, that's my Scrap Charlie. But they have a golden lamp here. Victor here has a silver or gray lamp. And then with Ashima, they just left it blank. I don't know. As I said, it feels kind of bland in certain areas, which is kind of a disappointment with a character like Ashima. She's supposed to be colorful and vibrant, and they kind of missed the mark there, but, you know, it is what it is. And finally, I would like to mention this. This is an interesting printing error. I've heard from other people, such as Edward the Great 248, Ronnie, that, you know, it's the same way on his. I don't know any other Ashimas out there that people have that can vouch for the same thing. but this orange sunrise pattern flower sort of thing is bleeding through the other stuff, or you can see it. I don't know. It's weird, and it did kind of detract from the engine to me. And it got me thinking as to why the cab was silver to begin with. I haven't seen that before on any of the characters. It's not as bad on this side, but you could still kind of see it. I don't know. Again, not the end of the world. It's Ashima. And at the end of the day, at least, we're not like Trackmaster, where they didn't even get an Ashima. So, at the end of the day, really, just count your blessings that there is a Wooden Railway Ashima. That's the correct height. That's not tiny. And I do think they did a decent job. Nothing that'll rock my world, but, you know, I can't really go too hard on them. They had a lot of models to make this year, and the other ones they did pretty well at. So, yeah, I think I'll be giving this Ashima probably a 6 out of 10. They could have done better, but at the end of the day, it's not the end of the world. All those cliched sort of phrases you can give to this model. But that's about it for this review of Ashima. This is kind of more relaxed because I'm filming stuff getting ready for college, and I thought, because actually Gordon fan reminded me to do this. I wrote a skit for it a while ago, and he just left a comment asking me to do this. So shout out to you, man. Thanks for reminding me to get this done. And with that, this is Hiro the Japanese Train with my review of Ashima of India. Signing off. Thanks for watching, guys, and be on the lookout for more videos in the future, alright? Take care.